I'm thirsty.
If you're stopping and shopping anyway, why not pick up a twisted chocolate soda? With a taste that will transport you back to the days of yore when this delectable was prevalent. With generous helpings of caramel and corn syrup, this bubbly beverage will tickle your taste buds, but only for a limited time.
I don't want to do this! Remember what I said about the Target brand popcorns, how I was praising them, store brand stuff is usually in a white bag with black lettering, no frills, plain boring, and they never go off the beaten path, and I was like giving them props for that. I was, saying, hey, way to go guys, you're being creative. Creativity can sometimes be good, and other times be something horrifically, disgustingly obtuse, something so egregiously wrong. And this, oh my god. It says it's a limited time original. So much to pick apart there. When it says original, what does it mean? When soda first came out, there were chocolate sodas. I would imagine probably so, because people were experimenting with, the whole idea of putting bubbles into things. Chocolate would have probably been the first thing that they tried, right? And probably back then people said it was delicious because there was so few stuff like it out there. And people were probably drinking it even though secretly they were just going, but they took it off the market for a reason. Because it was nasty and people stopped buying it and people stopped supporting it. People finally came out and said, hey, you know what? We really don't like this. And then you got the limited time. That means there is some hope. Some absolute hope that the people at Stop and Shop know! They know that people are just going to be buying this out of curiosity. This is not going to be something that's going to be in every home. This is not something their kids are going to want to covet and just say, hey, Mom, can you give me some more of that chocolate soda? Well, I'll do all my homework if you give me chocolate soda! Blah! Oh my god, such a nasty concept. And you know what I am doing? A horrible thing. I'm judging a book by its cover. I'm slamming the thing without ever having tried it. It's just the idea. I mean, when I think of flavored sodas, chocolate and drinks, basically, besides maybe hot cocoa and like hot chocolate, milk-based things like stuff that has dairy in it, that's fine. But soda should just be left as like fruit-flavored stuff and like, I don't know, I feel like this is all that I get on Limbo Grub anymore. It's just these weird things, these weird phases of matter that, it's the right thing in the wrong phase. Let me see the color of absolute disgust. Look at that. It looks almost refreshing. It looks just like a regular Coke. And I love Coke. How could such a color do me wrong? Well, unfortunately, I can smell it from here. And that's the other thing about chocolate soda. When it's more water-based than milk-based, the smell of it and just the taste of it is just all off. Like, I would much rather drink cocoa with milk in it than water in it, because water is just this weird, I don't know, it just doesn't taste right. I mean, thank God hot cocoa is hot, because when it's hot, you barely recognize that weird watery kind of taste. But this is as cold can be. There's nowhere to run from that chocolate taste. I can smell it. It's got that... It smells like I'm going to be drinking cold, hot cocoa with bubbles. Well, I'll tell you this. It's not as horrible as I thought it would be. So, at least it has that going for it. It's kind of hard to explain, though. Actually, it's easy to explain. I explained what this tasted like before I even took my first gulp. It tastes like cold, hot cocoa with bubbles. That's what it tastes like. It tastes almost exactly like that. If that's your cup of tea, then you're gonna really love this. If you concentrate really, really hard. You can almost fool yourself into thinking that you're drinking a Coke, because it's not far off from that cola taste. It tastes a lot like Tootsie Rolls. Just picture what it would be like to drink a Tootsie Roll. That tastes like this. Why are my fingers all black? Maybe this cup or this glass is dirty. Oh, maybe it's this insignia here. The Goose Island, that's their fault for making this shoddy glass. Yeah, the ink from the glass is coming off of my fingers. Nasty stuff. But yeah, it's not bad. It's actually surprisingly good. I mean, I'm not going to be taking my wiener out for Harambe or nothing over this. But, in any case, I guess it's time to give it a star rating, right? Give it a star rating, so I suppose I will give this... How to grade this? This is going to be a tough one, because... I'll tell you what, I was dreading it. I thought it was going to be horrific. It's not horrific. It's actually almost doable. I'm not sure if I'm going to drink this whole thing before it goes flat on me, and I don't want this to go flat. It's going to taste horrible flat. I'll give it 3 stars. I will give this 3 stars because it deserves 3 for knocking my socks off and proving to me it can be done. I think that there's probably ways to do this better. It kind of opened my eyes to the concept, because at first I thought it was going to be nasty. It's not nasty. You could drink this without... I mean, you saw the way I was in some of these other reviews, like the Vegemite and stuff like that. I was vomiting. I was almost positive it was going to make me, have that kind of reaction. It didn't have me vomiting before you, so that's a plus. I consider that an absolute victory. Part of me wants to give it 5 stars just for being edible. But in any case, this is your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603 saying, hey, until next time when I answer the question, is it yuck or is it yum? I'll see you around.
On those off days when the old Ford Broncos got mud stuck in the rotors, I can always trust in my brand new Studebaker. They've been a strong part of the auto industry since the early 1900s, and they're still going strong today. Go to your local Studebaker dealership and buy yourself a Clarence or a Runabout. A brand spanking new automobile could cost as low as 20 grand, and that's a Ted Fowler guarantee.